My name's Al Otro, and I'm Area Pest Management Specialist with the LSU Ag Center. Today we're going to talk about cover crops and whether they have a fit or not in sugarcane production. And the answer is absolutely yes. You know, we have a pretty unique agriculture system growing cane in Louisiana in a temperate climate, but we have to deal with some challenges that the rest of the world doesn't have to deal with. We get a lot of rainfall. We have the shortest growing season in the world. We have to deal with winter. And so when we're harvesting our crop, we don't stop regardless of the weather situation. So we get into a situation where we can have big ruts, have to do a lot of tillage, and we have a lot of exposed soil throughout the year. So one of the things that cover crops really do well is help prevent soil loss. And there's a couple times of the year that we really have a lot more soil loss. It's during the fallow period and when cane is establishing. So that's the 2 times a year that we really want to focus on what a cover crop can do for you. You know, you say, oh, I don't get a whole lot of soil loss, but if you lose a dime amount of soil in a year, in 50 years, that's 2.5 inches of soil. You know, soil is a resource that we want to pass on to our children and to our grandchildren, and so we need to take every approach trying to conserve soil. The second thing we got to think about is sugarcane is a perennial crop. It's a perennial grass, and then we grow it for 4 to 7 years, even longer in some cases. So what that does, that changes the microbial community. You start selecting microbes that favor grasses. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes they could be pathogenic and really decrease the amount of the longevity of that cane crop. We really don't think about it. So incorporating a broadleaf cover crop really can add some benefits of changing that microbial community up. Lastly, one of the things we don't think about is some of these broadleaf cover crops are really deep rooted. They can pull nutrients up from deep in the soil profile where the cane roots are not getting to. The other thing is that you have legume cover crops that fix their own nitrogen, so they're a great source to adding a little nitrogen back into that soil. So there's a lot of choices. Now, one of the big things that we have to always worry about during the fallow period is weeds. So I like selecting a cover crop that has some kind of herbicide technology trait incorporated. These Roundup Ready to extend soybeans are a great example. Glyphosate is a broadleaf herbicide. We can go ahead and control a lot of our perennial grass issues and other grass issues with that herbicide technology. So here we have sugar beets. Roundup Ready sugar beets. Now this is something that we typically don't grow in Louisiana, but it's one of those deep-rooted crops. These beets were planted 8 weeks ago, and we're getting quite a bit of root development on these. So, you know, deep-rooted radish are an excellent choice for cover crops in Louisiana. Our final cover crop here is cowpeas. Cowpeas are an excellent choice. They have a lot of cover. Now the disadvantage when you choose a cowpea, we can't apply glyphosate over the top of them and it'll kill them. We can use Select to control small grasses. That's the clethodim herbicide, but we don't have a lot of choice. And once they get pretty large, it's really hard to get in there to try to control any emerge weeds. But as you can see, it does a really great job of producing cover. And then you can come back and pick you a few peas to consume with your family. These pink-eyed peas are a great choice for the dinner table. The NRCS has funds available to help with cover crops. So go out and visit with your NRCS regional office to see if they can help you. So in summary, cover crops protect the soil from erosion, change the soil community and give some diversity, and thirdly, recycle nutrients and pull nutrients deep up into the system where cane can utilize it in the subsequent crops.